It's time for a classic Premiere Basics video. Some video effects look insanely difficult to make, but are actually ridiculously easy. Today I'll show you 5 effects in Premiere that look professional, but only take a couple of minutes to create. Let's go! Let's start with number 1, a very simple sky replacement. This one is easy. Right here I have a clip of a house and a clip of a sky. I want this sky to be on the clip of my house, and to do that, drag the clip of your house on top of the clip of the sky. Let me zoom in a little. Now go to the effects browser and find the Luma key effect. Once you have it, drag it on top of the house clip. Now with this clip selected, go to the effect controls. In here, turn down the threshold to 0, then increase the cutoff and then increase the threshold just a little. Now head over to the Lumetri color panel. In here, start by decreasing the temperature and then decrease the exposure, and this one will help a lot. Feel free to go back and forth between these two. Now increase the contrast and play around with the other light sliders as well. Alright, back in the timeline, you'll see that this looks very good already. The only thing that bothers me is that you can see the sky through the windows. To fix that, we're gonna duplicate that clip. Let's make a little more space in here. Hold down Alt on your keyboard and click and drag the house one track up. Then head over to the effect controls and remove the Luma key effect. Now select the opacity property and go back to the timeline. In here, select the pen mask tool. Now in the program monitor, draw a mask around the areas that reflect the sky. Beautiful. Now this method only works perfectly with a white sky, but if you have a more detailed sky, I'll tell you how to fix that at the end of this video. It's time for effect number 2, placing yourself in a complete void and adding a reflection. Make sure your clip is selected and then grab the object mask tool. Now in the program monitor, simply hover your cursor over the person. Once you can see it's selected, simply click once. Now in the effect controls, click the track backwards and forward button, and that will animate the mask around the person. When it's done, right click the object mask because it's still unassigned, and then choose change to opacity mask. There you go. Now you're completely rotoscoped. Of course, feel free to change the position and scale to make the talent more centered. Next, head over to Lumetri color. In here, decrease saturation because it's a void. There's not much light to show colors. Then push in a little bit of blue in it. Decrease the exposure and increase the contrast a lot. Again, play around with the other light properties as well. Let me disable the effect so you can actually see what it looked like before and after. Amazing, right? Next in the timeline, right click your clip and choose nest. We're doing that because otherwise the other steps won't work. Next, hold down Alt and click and drag your sequence one track up. That will duplicate it. Then in the effects library, find the vertical flip effect. Once you have it, drag it on the duplicated clip. Now go to the effect controls and in here, adjust a position so that the feet of both videos touch each other. Go back to the timeline and grab the pen mask tool. Then select the duplicated clip and draw a box around it. Now this little button right here is the feather, and if you drag it up, the feather will be increased. Beautiful. Of course, you can also decrease the opacity a little, and as you can see, that looks beautiful. Next, I want to tell you about Storyblocks. I use their plugin for downloading unlimited stock media without leaving Premiere. Once you found the clip you want, click the download button and boom, it will appear in your project panel. The footage on Storyblocks is made by real artists. No AI generated clips like on most stock libraries nowadays. Storyblocks works with actual filmmakers from around the world. You'll get a high quality human made stock library of footage, music, sound effects, templates and workflow enhancing tools all in one place so that you can focus on telling stories instead of searching across multiple platforms. Everything you download is royalty-free, free-licensed, and ready for personal, commercial, and monetized projects. Storyblocks saves members an average of 3.5 hours a week, and not just because of the footage, but also the Premiere Pro and After Effects templates that are ready to use. To start telling better stories with the same tools I use, head over to storyblocks.com/premierebasics. Thank you Storyblocks so much for sponsoring this video. Effect number 3, a dreamy bloomy overlay effect. This is a video of a girl standing outside. To create this effect, duplicate the clip one time. Then with that duplicated clip selected, head over to the effect controls. In here, go to the blending modes. Find linear, dodge or screen. That already makes it look dreamy. Next, decrease the opacity to around 40. Then in the effects browser, find the Gaussian blur effect and then drag it on your clip. If you increase the amount, you will see the video getting bloomier. Let me close the effect for now. Next step, find the noise effect. You can use the new one from Film Impact or you can use a legacy one, whichever one you prefer. I always spam the surprise me button until I get something I like. Then I play around with the master property. Next, find the volumetric race effect and drag it on your clip. With this one, you could play around to create God rays. But also with this effect, you can spam the surprise me button. There you go, that looks awesome. And by the way, you can actually save this effect as a preset if you want because you can apply it on a lot of different clips. Time for effect number 4. This one is an oldie, but it's awesome. First, duplicate your clip in the timeline. Then find the vertical flip effect in the effect browser and drag it to your duplicate. Now in the effect controls, adjust the position of the flipped clip to something like this. Then go back to the timeline and select the original clip. Now in the effect controls, adjust the position so the top of the video aligns with the top of the other one. If you want to make the sky smaller, you can do that using the crop effect on this clip. Set the crop to something around 12. Then go back to the timeline and select the other clip. Then back in the crop effect, make sure the crop bottom is set to 12 as well. Now all that's left to do is adjust the position so that the skies align with each other. And there you have it, that looks beautiful. Which brings us to effect number 5, changing the color of an object or item. To do that, make sure you have Lumetri Color opened up. Expand the Curves tab. Then scroll down until you find the Hue versus Hue curve. With the color selected, click the color in your video. Then you'll see a selection appear on the Hue versus Hue curve. Click and drag the middle point to change the color of your selection. As you can see, that already changes the color of the dress. We do have one problem though. If we zoom in on our Talon's face, you can see that the color change also changed the color of her face. To fix that, select the Object Selection tool. Then make sure to set the selection type to lasso. Now in the program monitor, draw a selection around the dress. As you can see, Premiere accidentally selected too much. To make the selection smaller, hold down Alt and drag around the part that you want to remove. Alright, next, click the Track Forward and Backward button to animate the mask. Then drag the unassigned mask to the Lumetri Color effect. That way the mask will only be applied to Lumetri. To tweak the selection, go into the mask settings and decrease the expansion a little. That looks perfect. Now back to the sky replacement. I actually have a very detailed video on changing the sky, so if you want to continue the lesson, click the video right here on your left. My left? No, your left. Yes. Thank you guys so much for watching.